Hi, good morning, it's Jo here at Willie Cottage. So this is the second part of my DIY making a warping loom frame on a budget. So last night, taking another sip of my coffee, I'm only in my second cup, so you have to bear with me. So yesterday we measured, we drilled, and then last night I painted. So this has had 2 coats of paint on it. You can see now where my inserts are. Light's a little bit better, so I thought I'll do this morning because we're in for quite a hot afternoon and it's just too sunny, and I want to be able to get this warped up and maybe even start getting my loom on the go today. So look, match, same purple on my glasses. So yeah, so I painted all 4 pieces, 2 coats of paint. I do have some varnish that I might put on it at a later date, but at this moment in time I just want to get the job done. So there we go. So next part is to get the doweling and cut them into sections. So I've got more than enough to create 12 of them, which is what I need. Oh no, is it 12? It's 5, 10, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, so it's 16. So I've definitely got more than enough to do that. Now this is a doweling rod from the back of my Krumsky harp loom, and that's 6 inches. So that's what I'm going to do those ones as, cut them into 6-inch segments all the way down, and then it's a matter of drilling through the backs of these and then attaching or making a little dint mark in the back at the bottom of the doweling rod, and then do a pre-drill hole and then attach them in place and then fix it all together and create the frame. So that's what I'm going to get on with. I'll just probably fast forward a lot of this video. There's no point in me talking away about it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed the one that I did yesterday. It's just a personal project, and at the end of the day we've not all got a lot of money to pay for equipment. And I mean, if you've got screws and bolts around in the other half's shed or in your own stash box or whatever, because I've always had my own toolbox, and I know a lot of women do as well, so you don't have to just do butterfly bolts at the end. You can glue it together and clamp it in place. Use little wooden dowelings that you can get a pack for like 20 or 50 for about £1 or something, and pre-drill the holes in for the size that you need for those, and hammer them in place, shave them off, well, saw them off really flat, and then sand them down, and then it's attached together. So I mean, if you were to do that, you're saving yourself, at least I know I paid about £10 for all those screws and bolts. So with the under £3 for my planks, and just shy of £3, so call that £6. And then the large doweling rod was, yeah, about £7.96 or £7.69, so call that £8. So there you have that already. That's £14. So it probably cost me more in buying bolts and everything else than it did for it. So have a look through your toolbox. Even then, a frame, your drills, your saws, you've got everything in the house already. So to build yourself a frame for under £15 can't be bad if you've got bits and pieces around the house already. But if I wasn't putting the bolts in, I would definitely pre-drill my holes, do exactly how I've done this, and then pre-drill some holes to put dowelings in, and then cut them off and then glue it all into place. That's all you need to do. So £16 very max it's going to cost you to build yourself your own frame. You can't complain at that. I mean, what could you spend that on? That's 2 bottles of wine these days, or pizzas, or a chippy takeaway or something. Forgo one treat for during the week, and then you've made yourself a frame. Anyway, I've got a cheek to talk. Right, so I'm just going to get on with this, and I'll see you on the other side.
On top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks so far. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. Stars shone in our eyes like the lights of fireplace. We were obsessed and we felt warmth in our chest.
So there we go, I've got 16 out of that one piece. One bit I know for a fact is a little bit longer, but that's a good thing for me because it reminds me that's my starting point, so I'm quite happy with that anyway. And it's literally like an inch or something I've got to cut off the end, and it's just too much faffing. That old kitchen bent chair again. This is my office chair, it's my climbing frame for the shelves I can't reach, so it gets used for everything, this poor old stool. So yeah, so they're all approximately 6 inches in length. They are the same length, where is it? Is it in my pocket? Same length, give or take, as the dowlings that I have for my Krumsky warping section on the back of my heart loom. So yeah, so that's one thing out of the way. Now is a boring task. I've got to sit and sand down all the ends, so I like to round off my edges more so that nothing can snag on it. I mean, I could do it straight over the top of it, but it doesn't take any longer. Which size is this? 120. So it's a bit of a fine paper, so I literally just do that and then rub the edges just so they turn off into a nice rounded points. And I do this when I'm doing my pegboards as well. It just makes it a little bit softer. So that. Tops and bottoms, so I'm going to go off and do them and I'll come back in a bit.
Smiled at me. Back then our love was so strong. We wanted this to go on, but now it's only a pleasant memory. If I could see you now, you would stand out from the crowd, but you would not even notice me. I remember fleeting times when we slept on top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks so fire. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. We knew we'd be forever young. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I knew that love would never die. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for a while. I remember fleeting times when we slept on top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks so fire. Now I don't know you, you don't know Stars shone in our eyes like the lights of fireflies. We were obsessed and we felt warmth in our chests. Your heart was full of dreams. It made you feel extreme. Give me a sign if you keep it in mind. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for a while. I remember fleeting times when we slept on top of cars.
Okay, so I've drilled all the holes and I've pre-drilled in my screws, but I've done them so the points come out, so when I put the battens on I've got a guideline from a pre-drill and then they'll go in, and the drill's probably gone in as far as like an inch, and my screw I know for a fact was, I think it was a 45, no it wasn't, I say for a fact, on a sec, 50 length. So I've used these screws. I love these turbo drive screws. My favourite wood screws ever. They just glide through anything that I throw at them. But they're a 4mm. So my bit that I need and the drill bits that I need have got to be a 3.5 for pre-drill, and then I use the bit on the end, and they're a 40mm length, which is great for what I need for my purposes. So I'm just going to move these boxes out of the way, and this is the get cracking on job bit. So it just takes a little bit of determination. So I just line up the hole in the bottom of that Dowels, grip it in place if my hands will actually do as they're supposed to do, and then pre-drill in. So I'll just get as far as that and then I'll hold that firmly. And there we go. And I've just got to do that another 13 times.
I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for a while. Times when we slept on top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks so fire. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. Stars shone in our eyes like the lights of fireflies. We were obsessed and we felt warmth in our chests. Your heart was
So there, I mean, it's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect really at the end of the day. It's just something for me to be able to use at home without me spending a fortune. There's one or two there that are a little bit wonky that I may just have to adjust now and again. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, that one. Yeah, so I have to make sure that when that's up there, if I can't get that any straighter, I might have to take it off and retry it again and get that in there. But yeah, so there we go. That's what I've done so far. So I'm just going to put it together and then I'll give it a go warping up later on and see how we go with that. As I say, at the end of the day, I just need equipment and I can't always afford to buy it out. I know I do my fluffing and everything else, but I'm not a millionaire. I'm not making a lot of money out of it, so I have to make do and mend with what I've got, so I can improve my own skills as well.
Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks so bright. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too.
So there we go. What do you think?
Stars shone in our eyes.
It's not too bad, is it? It might do me a year, it might do me a little while, who knows, but I can't complain. If I minus the screws and the bolts that I bought and the butterfly hooks that I never had any in my shed, everything else, it was under 16 quid, so at the end of the day it's not breaking the bank. If it only lasts me a year, then I'll be happy with that. There's bits of it that I'd like to sort out, straightening up some of the patterns, because that is actually warped. So even though I've screwed it in straight, the actual batten itself, doweling, has got a slight kink on it. So I may just have to fiddle about with it, adjust it, do whatever I need to do with it so I can use it. And I'm gonna go and get some cotton string now and measure up the length that I need for it, so I can have it hanging off a door hook frame. And there's my start of the finish. And there's my start on the finish, depends on which way I want to do it from. And then my bottom dowels. So there we go.
Everybody's on their own. If I could see you now, you would stand out from the crowd, and maybe you would notice me. Then our eyes would meet, I would feel my heart beat when you looked and smiled at me. Back then our love was so strong, we wanted this to go on, but now it's only a pleasant memory. If I could see you now, you would stand out from the crowd, but you would not even notice me. I remember fleeting times when we stepped on top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks so fire. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. We knew we'd be forever young. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I knew that love would never die. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me that it's over. Oh no, it's true.
So there we go. It started warping up now. So it's turned out alright actually. I'm quite happy with it. Potentially from that position there to about here is about 10 foot. So I would say that would be about 16-18 foot that I've got that warped as. I know it's really long, but I want tassels on this at the end of the day anyway, and I'll make allowances for my tying up at the end. So I hope you found this video useful, and the one that I did yesterday to go with it, part 1. If there's any suggestions of things that maybe you want me to figure out how to make myself at home, just drop them in the comments below and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it if you could do that for us. It just helps other people find me on the algorithms. You take care of yourselves. Don't forget, Saturday I do my lunchtime live on Instagram. So take care and have a lovely week. Bye.